On May 2nd, 2016, a 12-year-old girl was almost lured into a stranger's van. She immediately said no, and the man drove further down the dirt road where he encountered two other children who happened to be her siblings. 11-year-old Ashlynne Mike and her 9-year-old brother didn't make it home from school that day in Fruitland, New Mexico. They were tricked by a predator who offered them a ride home, and they entered his red van. They accepted because it was revealed that Ashlynne had hurt her foot. They climbed into the red van, with Ashlynne getting into the front seat and her little brother getting into the back seat. They were driven to the Shiprock Pinnacle in Shiprock, New Mexico, which is about an hour drive in the complete opposite direction. The Shiprock Monument is a massive volcanic rock formation that is considered sacred to the Navajo people, and it translates to rock with wings, and in Navajo it is Sepetap. It is featured in popular movies such as Transformers. The predator led Ashlynne away from the view of her little brother while he stayed in the van. She was strangled and ultimately bludgeoned with a tire iron. After leaving her, the predator returned to his van, directed Ashlynne's little brother to get out, and drove off. Ashlynne was still moving when he left her alone in the desert. Ashlynne's little brother was found hours later, wandering alone. When her siblings didn't return home from school, the 12-year-old girl remembered the man in the red van. She called her mother in California. Ashlynne's parents frantically searched for them, but they were met with misunderstandings on jurisdictions with the Navajo Nation. Ashlynne's mother, Pamela Foster, contacted the Navajo Police Department in Shiprock, New Mexico. They continued to put her on hold and transferred her numerous times because they were short on staff. She resorted to social media and posted on Facebook about her children in the mysterious van. Ashlynne's little brother tried his best to recall where they went as search parties activated. The local chapter house was transformed into a command post. This prevented the Amber Alert from being broadcasted until the next day, losing precious time. It was 8 hours after Ashlynne's father, Gary Mike, reported his children missing. The Navajo Nation is 27,000 square miles among New Mexico, Utah, and Arizona. Pamela Foster has vowed to fight for an Amber Alert for Indian country. Almost 2 years after her death, Congress passed the Ashlynne Mike Amber Alert and Indian Country Act in 2018. This brings the Amber Alert system to federally recognized tribes across the United States, allowing them to work with their state resources. They also partner with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They also provide technical assistance and training to tribes with access to state Amber Alerts. Tribes are also eligible for Amber Alert grants. This is imperfect, and tribes still continue to face challenges. Staffing shortages in remote geographical locations and lack of access to broadcasting systems continues to be a struggle. The next day, police found Ashlynne's body on May 3, 2016. Law enforcement tracked down the van, and the predator was identified by Ashlynne's little brother. Tom Begay Jr. was found in a sweat lodge among men. He has been sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole in 2017. He was convicted of murder, aggravated child abuse, and kidnapping charges for the abduction of Ashlynne Mike. It was mentioned he was intellectually disabled and faced significant child abuse. 2 years later, in 2019, he requested to plead to lesser charges, claiming that he didn't understand his rights or the law, even claiming that his public defender was incompetent, and in 2020 this petition was denied. Pamela Foster continues to be a voice for her daughter. She described the Shiprock Pinnacle as her daughter's gravestone. On May 2, 2025, the growing and popular Shiprock Marathon added the Ashlynne Mike Mile to the roster in Shiprock, New Mexico. Officials announced this year that a new command center is being built in Shiprock. Gary Mike has organized previous memorial walks before COVID and hopes to provide a space for healing and support with access to resources and information for families in similar situations. MMIW Awareness Day is on May 5th.
Not proud of, but it is something that we have to work on with together as a family, as one unit. So thank you for being here from your busy day, Friday. I've seen many of the students here. Thank you for volunteering and being able to bring our families back together. So there's many mental health aspects to MMIW crisis.